Well, I decided to burn off the debris pile. Unfortunately, the debris pile got a little bit out of hand, so I had to move a small portion of it so that I could light my fire without burning the forest down, melting my flag, killing my yuccas, and destroying my solar panels. So, the yuccas are blooming. This one finally bloomed again. This is the first time in 4 years. It bloomed the year that I planted it, and it finally bloomed again this year, so I harvested all the open blooms, and I've got them soaking in salt water right now, and I'll either have them for supper or breakfast in the morning. Okay, I'm doing what I call a controlled burn here. You see that log right there? That's on the side of the fire away from the wind. And what I had was a bunch of tree branches and twigs piled up here. And then my son and wife threw a bunch of lumber on top, plywood, that sort of thing. And I moved it off because I didn't want this fire to get out of control. We had 3 inches of rain last night, so I wasn't too concerned about things catching on fire out in the timber. But what I did is I lit the fire on the far side over there away from the wind and let it burn in. And what it did is it burned the branches underneath that plywood. Now, I've got a garden hose right here, and I laid it out and got the water running. And while that piece of plywood was laying right here over the top of all those branches, I kept it wet. Okay? The fire kept burning, and when it started to flame up just a little bit too much, I would hose that section down. Now, we're not talking fire department hose. We're talking a garden hose and a country well pump. So I was able to control it to the point where I've got a pile of coals. Okay, so I cleaned up the junk sherry that's down there, that was down there by those windows, and now all I gotta do is start adding this stuff on. Okay, I've controlled it to the point where I don't have to worry about my yuccas burning up, I don't have to worry about my flag melting down, and I don't have to worry about my solar panels warping, distorting, or getting messed up. So yeah, I've done a pretty good job, I think, of keeping this well under control. I'm going to keep an eye on it. I've got supper made, and I'll probably sneak in at some point and have some supper. But anyway, yeah, cleanup day, day before Father's Day at the cabin. I've always liked Joe's, from Joe and Zach Survival, his weather station. And I was in the local box store, and this one was on sale for $54, and I thought, you know what, that's perfect. Outside temperature is 82 degrees, inside temperature is 78 degrees. I only have one 1100 BTU air conditioner running in here right now, so but it's comfortable. The barometer 29.89 and dropping. The time is 5:53, and it's June 18th, and the moon is waning. I like it. It's simple. I've always wanted to be able to walk up and look at the temperature outside, look at the temperature inside, and it will, well, in the summertime it'll always be warmer in this room. In the wintertime it'll always be cooler in this room because the heater is around the corner over there. But anyway, I just wanted to show you that little thing. Okay, I'm making my supper out here at the cabin, and This is a little shout out for Petra. Petra Outdoors. Petra Goes Outdoors. I'm cooking eine Hasen. And for you English speaking people, it's a rabbit. So yeah, I got the potatoes in there, and eine Hasen, and who knows what I'll do for a vegetable. I think I'm gonna save the yucca blossoms for tomorrow's breakfast. Hey Petra, say hi. Hey Petra. Guten Tag. Wie geht es Ihnen? Well, the pile's getting smaller. It doesn't look like it, but it really is getting a lot smaller. And I still have a very well-controlled burn. So yeah, it looks like I'm going to be here all night. But that's all right. I got nothing to do tomorrow except hang a gutter. No problem. I'm good. Oh, and at 4 o'clock I have a meeting. Anyway, life is good. Well, the pile's dwindling. I'll still be here until well after dark. But hey, it'll be done. And I won't have to worry about it again for a long time. No damage to the spotlight under the flag. So, no damage to the flag. Yeah, that's what you call a controlled burn. I don't know if you can see the blue flames or not. But this is what happens when you put copper wire in a really hot fire. Burn the plastic off and some of the copper actually gets burnt. You get some beautiful colors. Well, the fire's still going. Won't be long now because this is my pile of wood and it's almost gone. So as soon as that burns down a little bit, we'll throw some more on. It might be midnight when I finally get her down to where I can walk away from it, but right now there's no way I can walk away from it. Right here is where my wood pile was, and it's gone. It's all in the fire, so now it's just a waiting game. It's got to burn down enough to where it's safe for me to go inside. Hope you liked this little video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and click that little bell icon to make sure you get notified whenever I put up a new video. Thanks for watching. The fire's out. There was some metal left over, some copper wire. So I'll take that into the junkyard and sell it. But yeah, the pile's gone. That's where the pile was, right there.